today we put Gio's lip.
Yes, sir.
And today we're going to put.
We're gonna put it on another lip.
Some type. I think it's a functional lip, Gio.
This one definitely is more function than form.
These are. This is the 9-light splitter and mounting brackets.
It's a big sturdy boy.
Big sturdy boy mounting bracket. And let's see what's in the box. What's in the box?
What's going on over there? Put the gun
I
down.
saw you with the box. What was in the box?
No. Maybe.
How old are you, Gio?
Hmm?
How old are you? Dime.
Oh, Leonard, you can leave.
What are you, 3?
Yeah, 3 inches, baby.
Nice.
Very interesting. Plastique.
Ooh. Ah.
Oh, never mind. It's not plastic. It's wood with
Birch.
Huh?
Birch wood, I believe.
But it's like it's got like bed liner on it.
Yeah. Nice coating.
Very interesting. Very nice. Very
Looks
nice.
really nice, man.
Yeah, dude.
The holes are pre-opened. Look at that.
Yeah, so
I think it's almost ready just to mount.
it's gonna make it easy to mount.
Should be straight up plug and play, right?
I like to think so.
Bro, it looks really nice.
I think the boys and I know what they're doing.
Pretty much, man. Bro, this box is light as hell. Like the box itself with everything is light.
You're barely adding anything to it.
I think altogether it's maybe like less than 30 pounds. Way less than 30 pounds.
Some nice. What's this big bad boy for?
What is that?
Is that looks like aluminum board, aluminum light, or I forget something.
It
like
seems
plastic.
sturdy.
It's like plastic with aluminum sheets of aluminum.
So while Gio is off getting some Chipotle, took out the bumper. That was very painless effort to take it off. And some of you might not know this is my reservoir. Right there.
Look at the cinnamon roll in the. Or probably was Danny.
Huh?
I'm guessing Daddy left the cinnamon roll.
That's probably me. I left it there. But this was made by Curtis. And pretty hidden. Pretty nice. Did a good job with it, so thanks, Curtis. And it holds like about a gallon. Which is pretty nice. And bumper. Now for that. It's hot. It's hot as hell. What you doing, Gio?
Adding horsepower. Isn't this the way you're supposed to do it?
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, you got matching stickers on both sides.
Almost. I needed one more.
I really like how the wheels look.
They look pretty good. It's got clearance the fenders a little bit more.
So yes, while the sunlight is out. I mean, like out, like there's no sunlight. So we have that light to depend on. So this is what we got done so far. Put the mounting brackets. But since this car is a Kmiata swap car, the oil pan sits a lot lower. Let me see if you guys can see it with this low light. The oil pan sits a lot lower than the regular factory Miata oil pan and subframe, so it won't be able to hook on like the bracket that they have to hook on to the factory subframe and stuff is not working. So I'm cutting it out to be able to fit it, and I'm gonna have to drill a few holes, 3 holes to be exact. My old splitter, I had it rib nut to the subframe. So once I open the hole, that's gonna go up here and it's gonna rest on this, and I'm gonna put the 3 bolts for the rib nuts, and off we go. But it's late in the day and I'm cutting those holes out. It's been a pain in the butt. So, but so far, that's a bad boy. Oof. That looks real nice. Can't wait. I am 100% sure I'm gonna have to cut out some parts of the bumper to be able to fit this splitter, and I think the bottom part of the bumper, maybe the lip that it has, maybe cut it out so it can fit this frame. These and this is gonna be up in here. It's gonna be up in here. I'm gonna have to cut it to fit the bumper properly. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Guys, unfortunately, because I think the Kmiata subframe sits lower than the factory subframe, this piece for the splitter, I'm gonna have to basically cut it right in front of the oil pan to be able to fit it. And I believe these 5 bolts are gonna be able to hold that amount of wood as straight as possible in there. But for now, me and Gio test fitted the bumper, and there's definitely gonna have to be some cutting on the factory bumper, because this splitter is essentially made for an air dam that goes right around here, and you use like the minimal part of the bumper. You cut up the bumper a lot actually with the air dam, but I don't want to do that. So That being said, this bumper is gonna get cut the F up tomorrow because it's about to be 9 and I'm done. Like, I'm tired. I've been outside all day. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna continue this video either tomorrow or the day after or the day after that. So eventually we're gonna get to it. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow or whenever. Alright everyone, this is basically day 2 of the splitter install. And so what I decided to do, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. The splitter technically is supposed to hook up to this factory subframe, and I obviously don't have a factory subframe, and this subframe is actually lower than the factory one, and this oil pan is lower than the factory one. As you can see, like, the rack will be hitting this directly, so obviously it's lower than the factory one. So what I did is, the second piece of the splitter, I basically cut it right after the oil pan. It seems sturdy enough that I can leave it like that. Not as sturdy as this part, but it's sturdy enough. So what I'm gonna do is, to reinforce it, I'm going to basically, I bought these aluminum pieces from Home Depot. So I'm gonna basically just make holes on the aluminum, cut it to size, and basically put it there as a reinforcement piece for that rear section of the splitter. So I'm gonna have to do that to keep at least some length of the splitter, and then I'm gonna spray it with some bed liner to protect the wood and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that right now. So yeah, I just finished mounting the bracket with the section that it was missing, and so you guys can see it definitely feels stronger than just the bolts. Happy with that, and now on to fitting the bumper. Now pretty sure I'm gonna have to cut a few pieces, trim to size. So after a lot of cutting and a lot of patience, that's what it's gonna look for now. cut here and I put some of that strip of Gio, what is it that you call this strip? Well, it's that strip that you put on your door so you don't hit the other car too hard. So put some here. This one I couldn't do very much with the gap because it was already cracked. Like you see, this one was already cracked, and plus I don't really care about this bumper that much. So that everything looks good. We raised the splitter as high as we could, and I also had to I made 2 holes for these little L brackets here, so I can have another place I can hold the bumper from. So it's gonna be one, either a zip tie or like a bolt and screw and nut here. The one for my fender flare. The other L bracket. The bolts that go on the top, and just basically the other fender flare. And that should be it for that. Overall, I'm pretty happy. I think I'm gonna refine it later on as time goes before the trip. But that's pretty much the ball game there when it comes to that splitter and mounting brackets. Alright guys, so just to wrap up the splitter install, this install is basically going to be just for Kmiata or Kswap Miata, because we couldn't hook it up to the subframe in the back for the engine because of the oil pan, and it's a completely different non-factory.
The subframe is the difference also.
Yeah, the subframes makes a difference. Everything it wasn't gonna work out. So like I showed you guys, I had to cut it right before the oil pan. I put like a little piece of aluminum just to brace it up. It was nice and tight. Gio, was it nice and tight?
I have my doubts, but you know, Landard proved me wrong as time and time again.
All right. So for the bumper, I put the little L brackets that I showed you guys earlier. See if you can see it. I put a bolt and everything in there. That thing is not going anywhere, bro. That's tighter than the factory. The tightest my bumper has ever been on the car. I'm not gonna lie. Put bolt on both sides. Maybe in the future trim this out a little bit, you know. But if you want the 9 lives splitter with the mounts, I highly recommend it, especially if you have a stock Miata with the stock engine and stock subframe. It's gonna work just fine. It took me a little bit longer because I had to cut that out and, you know, figure out how I was gonna do it. So that's how I did it, and I think it's a fairly good job.
Yeah, I think the thing would have been on there already if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, so in honesty, I think the 9 live splitter with their bracket system, I think it would take less than 4 hours. Way less than 4 hours, like maybe like a 2-hour job maybe if you take your time. But overall, I'm super happy. I highly recommend it. I can't wait to drive it and, you know, see how it feels.
Pretty sweet.
Also forgot to mention, the splitter is designed for an air dam. You can see, I think this is the outline, the groove where the air dam goes. But I don't want to put the air dam because I like the bumper. So I still like, Gio doesn't like it how it looks. I like how it looks.
You know what? You can use this as brackets for front
GoPros.
spoiler. For that.
GoPros. I can put a GoPro here, here.
Anyway. For a massive front spoiler, like some of those old school time attack cars.
Yeah, that too. Maybe just put another wing in the front.
Exactly.
So I'm happy.
Double the downforce.